my gosh. We're downstairs in the basement right now because there's a really big storm going on. Luckily, I got all the animals put away before, and this storm is actually really bad and there were a lot of tornado warnings. So we're hoping and praying that everything is okay and that everyone stays safe. We're getting a bunch of alarms right now. Also, the power and the internet is out. Once the storm had passed by, I went outside onto the porch to see if there was any damage, and I did see that the horses' shelter was knocked over. I'm really glad I put them back in their stalls, and the cows all seemed totally unfazed.
Oh, the trampoline!
Oh my gosh. The sun is coming out from behind the clouds now, and it looks really pretty. I think the majority of the storm is over, but that was definitely really scary. The winds were insane, and now our trampoline is totally demolished. And of course, after every ugly storm, there's a beautiful rainbow. Mom and Dad took a drive down our road to see if there was any damage, and we did see a big tree down in the road. And they couldn't get by it, so Dad decided to hook it up to the truck and move it. And they did get it moved enough to the point where you could drive around it, so that was good. I also headed straight outside to check on all the animals and make sure they were all doing good. Of course, the power is out, so I couldn't really see much, but everyone appeared to be doing just fine. So I'm very thankful for that. Okay, it is the next day and we still don't have power, so I can't heat up a bottle for the baby goats yet. But Dad is going to come home from work and hook up the generator because we have all of our freezers in the garage full of our meat that cannot go bad. So we are praying that the power comes back on today, but it could be days without power. That's where it was staked into the ground. Oh my goodness. This tree over here took some damage. There's some big branches on the ground and one hanging. How are you guys doing? Good morning. How are my girls? Perfectly fine. Good morning. Whoa, we're not happy, huh? I think the first thing I'm gonna do is give the goats hay and let them out. Good morning, Moana. So we have Moana in this pen because she recently got spayed. Okay, well, someone's refusing to walk inside. I think she knows where we are, and she's not happy. Okay, she's there. She's all settled in. We're going to go back to pick her up later. I have an area set up for her. It's just one of the kidding pens. I put a bunch of bedding in here that she can kind of dig through. Okay, well, we got her back home. She's not very happy right now, so we'll keep her in this pen for a little bit. She has a cone on, which I really hate, but I know she needs it. Now, hopefully, she'll be able to go back in with all of the dogs after this. Now it is time to put the horses back out to the pasture. Good morning, Spots. And Selena. Hi. I know, you went out. Okay, Spots, let's go. So whenever I'm leading the horses out, I always grab the dominant horse, and then usually Selena will follow. They know the routine, they know exactly where we're going. Selena, come on. Good girl. It is lunchtime and we still have no power. Okay, it is like 4 o'clock now and the power still is not on. I've just kind of been hanging around reading most of the day. We did go get some groceries too, but now I think I'm gonna go on a trail ride with Selena to pass the time. So the first thing I did was some lunging with her. I did this to get her focused and confident before I get on top of her. We also had a pile of rocks recently delivered, so I walked her around that to get her used to it. I also brushed through her mane for the first time in forever. She has such a pretty mane, but it was really tangled. She had a lot of fairy knots in it, so I'm really glad to have that all brushed out. And now we are saddled up and ready to head onto the trails. And I saw this big oak tree that fell down right on the end of our property, and I knew that because it was so big and pretty much blocking the trail that she would not walk by it without me getting off and leading her through it. She always seems to do better when I'm walking through it with her, so instead of her leading into the scary situation, we are both going through it together. So this is so unfortunate because this is such a beautiful oak tree. We lost one in the derecho and we lost one now. It is ginormous and these trees are so beautiful. So it's so unfortunate that it fell over because we love these trees. So right now we are riding on our neighbor's property. Nobody lives here and I have been given permission to ride here. There are so many big, beautiful open fields and it's so much fun to ride on. So I'm really glad my neighbors let me ride on their property. Selena is very forward and alert today and she usually is very alert, but she seems a little bit extra today. Might be because of the wind. And here we are on the most amazing loping spot. I love to run her in this big open field. It is so much fun. And I know she definitely enjoys it too. Selena loves to go fast and run. Good. So right there she was kind of calling out to spots. She is right over here in the field next to us. You can see her house a little bit and a little bit of the field. So she just wanted to say hi to her. She usually gets a little bit worked up by that spot because she'll want to go back with her. So I'll just ask her to keep moving and not let her sit there and worry about it for a while. Whenever we start heading in the direction back towards home, she always gets more forward and she just wants to run back. The best thing to do then is just to be relaxed and relax in your saddle. And I don't yank on her mouth because that will just get her more worked up. So even though we were walking back in the direction towards the house, I had her go onto another trail in the other field across from it. And I honestly think this is her first time coming down this trail, but she really did pretty good. Selena is definitely a lot of horse and she is very sensitive, but she has taught me so much through the years. But I'm sure that she has had some sort of level of trauma in her past. I'm really glad we have these big open fields to ride in because I know she would not let me ride in trails in the woods because she would be afraid of everything. But I do think she spent most of her life in an arena and in a barn. So once she was exposed to the open, it was a lot for her and it probably will always be. But she is just such a sweet horse and I love her so much. And I'm so blessed to have her here. Good girl. Good girl. So our ride went really good. I just realized I forgot to mention that the generator does not fix the whole house. It only fixes our fridge, freezer, our well, so we don't have heat or lights or any outlets working inside. They're finally here fixing it. I actually thought this was so funny, so I had to share it with you guys. My little brother Oren, he is 3 years old. He saw the lift and I explained to him what was going on and he said, "I'll go check." And he got in his little gator and started driving down to see them. It was the cutest thing. And then, of course, my brother went to go get him. Hey, is the power on? It worked! The power's on! Yay!
I can charge my phone now!
We can shower now. Well, the power is back on and that is so exciting. The whole storm was so intense, but I'm really glad that everyone is safe. I don't know what we're gonna do about that big old oak tree though, because that was pretty bad. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below so that you don't miss any videos. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. There's a bottle in my hand.